Hi, it's Daniel Murphy checking in with a selfie on the GoPro, and we're looking at this magnolia today. The southern magnolia. We're definitely at the northern tip of the range of this tree. And what the customer told me was that the tree was supposed to be a dwarf. It wasn't supposed to get this big, and she's concerned at how tall it's getting. So I stand back and look at the tree here. I'm not sure what you can see. It's a nice tree for the front of this house. Beautiful house here. But it should come down below the gutter line. So I said, this is how I sold the job. Look, the tree's got to come down below the gutter line. And it might look a little funny at first, but it should fill in. The magnolias tend to handle a heavy pruning pretty well. So once we get it down below the gutter line, get the top off, we're going to start bringing the sides in to try to shape it a little bit. And then the only thing left to do is to make sure it comes off the house here. And you can take a look. That's just way too close to the house there. The house needs to breathe. It needs to have airflow around there. So we're probably going to take a number of these branches off completely, and the ones we leave we're going to shorten up significantly. So it should have just a nice line of sight here, clear open sky between the house and the tree for at least 3 feet. Now that might leave a little bit of a hole here, but we've got to see what that looks like. Should open up the middle of the tree quite a bit. Tommy, grab this thing here, please. Where is it? Grab this guy right here. This guy right here, babe. No, not that one. That's not the one I need you to grab. You're in there. While you're there, you're there. So with one cut, I've opened up the center of this tree quite a bit. I got to step back and see how it looks from the outside. Looks pretty good from in here. And what else are we going to remove? Some of these interior limbs right here. I'll come in here and clean all those cuts up with the loppers. What? That's looking quite a bit better already. You can hardly tell it was pruned, but it's thinned out quite a bit at the base there. Here it is from this angle here. Definitely see it's right up on the gutter there. And you got to get it down probably 2-3 feet below the gutter, the main cuts. And we'll work it from there. Generally, on ornamental trees, it's not a bad idea to start at the top and work your way down, especially if you're in a bucket truck. This stem here, I got to decide where to cut it. This right here is level with the gutter. That would be a couple feet below the gutter right there, but I'm actually going to take it all the way down, a little further down out of the way there, because it's a non-dominant side. So we're doing two things. We're subordinating this whole side, trying to help improve the long-term structure of the tree, and we're also getting it far enough below the gutter we don't have to worry about it growing up anytime too soon. It might be a little bit too far. We might have to match it on the other side, but the customer was concerned with the size of the tree. I think she'd like it down further if you had a choice, a couple feet up or a couple feet down. She'll take a couple feet down. Let's see what this looks like here. And we know we're going to have to cut that other side anyhow. So let's just cut it. One question would be, do we want to leave this branch right here as the new center of the tree? And that might not be a bad idea, actually. You know, at this point, I think I'm just going to pull the loppers out. Make cleaner cuts are easier to make. Now, these cuts don't have to be made perfect target cuts. That's going to have zero effect on the health of the tree long term. Alright, now we've kind of defined this new top of the tree here. So it's just a matter of working from there, shaping the tree around the sides, cutting it further back off the house on the other side. Might leave a little more on the front here, because you really won't be able to see the center of the tree from the ground because it's so wide anyhow. Cutting roots with this thing, man. Good look.
Can I come in there and get him, Dan?
Yeah, you can't get hurt, yeah. That's good. 3 feet. Shortening this guy up, keeping him back off the driveway a little bit. We can really shape this entire tree fairly quickly if we wanted to. Very nice customer, trying to do a good job for him. This whole branch should just go. Maybe I'll start to save some of it though. Alright, so this side here has pretty good clearance from the building. I still got to get those branches on the other side there, but I'm happy with this side, and then I'll just do a little more shaping and round that top off a little bit. How's that looking, Tom?
Alright, that's pretty good there. They're getting a little open. So I mean,
It'll fill in, bro.
not too drastic. Yeah. Looking good though.
What about those two tips right there?
Yeah, that tip sticking
You want me to just nip them a little bit?
Yeah, nip that, and then yeah. Hold on, let me take them up here. Don't get hungry, Dave. Yeah, right in front of your face. Up a little bit. There you go. Wonderful. No, one more. Wonderful. All right. Yeah. All right.
Well, that's the new top of the tree, Tommy.
Up top on the left side is good. Jump in that window with a chainsaw, Dan.
I think that's going to be it. We've got pretty good clearance for the house here. A couple little tips to nip on out here. We should be good to get those other ones from the ground. You like that in there, or should I trim that up a little bit?
Do that from the ground, and if anything, just to kind of open it up a little bit, because it's a little thick down here. At the very top on this side, okay, well, you want... At the very top, you need to take about 4 or 5 inches off the highest point to balance it.
I'm going to let it go. I'm not trying to make it perfect.
All right, well,
I appreciate that.
That's my middle name.
So,
over here, we can reach it with the top.
all right, go ahead. Here you go. Take care of business.
All right.
Thank you. So the tree is now quite a bit shorter and it's thinner. It's been shaped nicely. It's below the gutter line except for a couple little tiny tips there. And back off the house. Quite a bit thinner up top, but still looks natural. And the thing about this tree is it was just planted too close to the house. You're always going to be fighting nature and having to keep pruning this tree every 2-3 years, because it's going to just want to keep growing and pushing up against that house, getting taller than the gutter, kind of overwhelming the corner of the house here. But for now, it's a beautiful tree. We've done our job well. I'm sure the customer will be happy. All right, so there it is, the finished job. Still got to clean up a little bit, but basically that's the pruning. It's down quite a bit, thinned out quite a bit, shaped in quite a bit, brought those edges in a little bit, and back off the house quite a bit up there. So it looks pretty well balanced and shaped from out front here. It's always good to look at it from a bunch of different angles. It's coming off the driveway a little bit. I think the tree's pretty. I hope they're happy. What's on your mind?
I would like it to be pulled in a little bit more down here. See, it's wider at the front than it is at the back.
On the side, yeah. Well, I had to cut the back away from the building. We
Right,
can't match that.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But can you?
I can make a few cuts. I mean, especially if this lower stuff, if you're trying to bring this lower stuff in, but you don't want the top reshaped or anything, do you?
I mean, I would prefer it to be more like this than like that.
That is not the natural shape of this tree. I mean, it's this is like a holly tree. You can try to do that too.
Right.
But can you see how thin it is already up in here?
Right.
And then when I start taking more off of those branches, you're gonna have sticks on there, right? And then hold on. And then what's worse is, out of those sticks next spring, it's going to put a million little sprouts out. You saw that one that did that, right?
Right.
Well, if every single branch tip did that, this tree you'd almost never be able to repair the structure of the tree.
Oh.
I mean, it would just look terrible.
Uh-huh.
So you have to be careful. Like this, I already hit this harder than I would have, and I even said it on the video.
Oh.
I would normally take it here, but I know this customer wants to cut a little, so she's not going to complain if I take a little more off.
Right.
And that's why I cut it the way I did.
Now, did you talked about taking some of these main shoots?
I did on the backside.
Oh,
I took
you
them
did?
off.
Oh,
I took
okay.
them all the way. There's lots of
right.
full, complete branches removed on the. But
Right.
I like it kind of low to the ground here. It's somewhat of a, I mean, like this branch here, it's 2 seconds. I can get both those two little ones down there.
No, I don't object to that, but
Yeah.
say maybe.
Yeah, I can bring these back.
like-
Yeah,
like that.
I'll bring that back. I can do that.
Don't
No
have to
problem.
bring it, just like two.
Yeah,
and then over on here too. Can you?
Yeah, I can bring
take
them.
2
I can
feet?
bring. Yeah, I can bring them back a little bit. I can't. No, see how far.
How
look,
about when you get up
See how
there?
full. No, see the difference here. See how full this is down here.
Uh-huh.
Now look how thin it is up there.
Right.
See
but
what I'm saying?
above it, aren't there? That's pretty thick.
I
No?
mean, look,
All right, well-
I'm telling you, it's just going to be sticks up there when I start cutting it
Okay,
back
well
any
then
further.
just
I mean,
do
let's
what
just
you
look at
can.
it. Look at this one branch here, right? What do we have here? We've got that little bit of leaf out there,
Right.
and then 2 little dead things here, and then it sticks all the way back to here. Do you know what I mean? So it's. I mean, and they're all like that. I mean,
Well, just do what you can.
I will. I already did.
Do more. Do more. Of what you can.
Enough is too much. Enough is not enough. Enough is not enough here, apparently. All right.
It's just because it does seem a little heavier over here than here.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. I mean,
If you're looking at, especially if you're looking
I mean,
at
all right. I'm going to just be logistically, we cut that from the ground over there. We really couldn't reach as far because the ground drops off. But I'll match it up a little bit for you. I'll make a few more cuts. But like I say, to go up there and reshape that whole top, number one, it'd be a ton more work, and it'd be very, very difficult. I mean, I worked it hard just to get it as balanced and even as natural looking as it is right now.
Right.
And then you're going to cut back the sticks. It's going to fill up with suckers. You could possibly ruin the overall long-term health of the tree.
Okay.
You happy now?
Yep.
Okay.
As long as you're going to try.
I made her happy, guys. All right.
Now,
All right. Thank you, Nancy.
you were thinking about some little bit.
Yeah,
of
I'll make a
something?
couple cuts on them. I haven't got around to it yet.
Okay.
Yep.
All
Thank
right,
you so
thank
much.
you.
Talk to you soon. Woo, keeping a woman happy. That's a trick, huh, guys? Thanks for watching, Daniel Murphy. Have a great day.